It's a little before 6 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday of the JKX. Being that Mel left his truck and trailer down at our place, knowing that we'd be coming through this area again. That truck needs to be picked up, so we're leaving a little bit early to head back to our place so that a driver can pick it up. So, not sure what we have planned for today, but I understand it's a lot of road miles. So weird to be back home right in the middle of a trip like the JK-Experience. Well, that was quick and easy. The trailer is on its way to the next point, wherever we need to be. And so are we now. Well, we just pulled over onto the side of the highway. We're a little bit ahead of the group. We weren't sure where we were going to meet up with them, but I figured we could just jump in line or into the caravan once they come down the road. So I'm watching the rearview mirror now, hoping to see them pretty soon. I see them. It'd be right about now that the adaptive cruise control that we have on a Gladiator would be really nice to have. It is really strange to see Ruby Cat in front of us. It's like we're on a trip with ourselves. Well, as far as road days goes, couldn't ask for a better one. I love this drive down the 395, also known as the El Camino Sierra. Mel wants to kill a little bit more time before we get to our final destination of the day, which we're not even 100% sure of, but he was asking me if I knew of any good trails between here and there, and that's what we're going to hit now. It did for a little bit, 100 degrees. It's gonna be really tough. This is gonna be a long climb on a hot day. Some of these guys with V8s, including us, it's gonna be a real challenge. Let's see how this does throughout the course of the day. It's hot. I mean, looking at our temps, we're running 230 on coolant, which is a little bit down. I think that JL fan finally kicked in. Trans temps are 219 now.
I've got to keep my RPM up and down where this temperature will come down.
As you can hear,
yeah, mine's creeping up there too.
Everyone's starting to hurt now. I'm glad to hear we're not the only ones. We definitely made it. Man, the coolant came down to 221. Trans is still 226. Everybody else was hurting. We did a pretty good job. I think it's a fair bet that the JL fan did the job. So I'm super happy. Time to air down. purposely hitting some of these rougher ruts and bumps harder than I probably should. I'm not even bothering to slow down like this one. Nothing. Look at that. Amazing. And we're fully loaded, I should mention.
Yeah, I think our clothes was really close to us.
No, I'm sorry. Nice! Whoa! So I'm not sure what's going on, but we just lost our Aeroforce gauge and we're in a limp mode. We got our check engine light on. Fortunately, we can't even check to see what code we have unless we have our Aeroforce gauge working, but we are still moving forward somewhat, so we're gonna try to get to a flat spot where we can kind of diagnose things a little bit better. Hopefully we can get this thing fixed. Think something shook loose? I don't know. It was working, everything's fine, and all of a sudden I lost all my gauges, on my Aeroforce gauge anyway, my coolant temperature gauge. I don't know, I tried it. Running really rough. It was running fine, running cool, everything was good, and then nothing. That's it.
When did that stop?
Just right now, when that went out, everything went out.
Same time?
Yeah, so when that went out, we went check engine, came on, I have no temperature gauge. Everything else seems to be working, but all at once, so there's communication
Want to check
issue.
out a fuse?
That's what I was trying to do right now. They look like they're okay. They all look okay. I mean, at least at a glance.
And I just tend to think something shook loose somewhere.
Am I? Let's start looking.
That's what I'm looking.
It's this one right here.
All those have power. So his gauge went out at the same time. What powers up that? We're going to figure out.
Yeah.
You said the gauge, the OBD2 is not communicating.
Yeah, no
So the main
OBD2.
power there.
Right. Still have check engine light, but
Still missing.
yeah, still missing.
This fan's not working at all.
It just literally just stopped. Yeah.
Let's just tow it. Randy, you give him a tug. Go. You gonna start it up when it needs steering? Just put yours in low now and go. Yeah. We're gonna want a reel strap. You have a reel shackle? Oh, you did it. go. If you want to take that one off of this, we can do that back to the trailer.
We're just gonna finish up this loop. We'll be back down into Independence. You guys can keep going, following the tracks.
There's a little trailer.
What's that?
We're ready to drop back into Independence.
Yeah.
And then I could probably call Tom and have a truck
Them guys come up and truck
Oh,
trailer.
okay, that's
Then
cool.
we just haul your truck out. And,
Actually, once we get high enough, I swear to God, you'll have cell service. No problem.
Where'd you tell them to go to?
Lone Pine. So that's only about
So they should be sitting there.
20 mile back. They just got to go 20 mile back track, right?
from Lone Pine, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll call him. So you want to lead still towing, or you want to jump in the back?
Doesn't really matter to me.
Okay, let's. I'll follow the tracks.
Okay.
You guys get in the back.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
So we're not really going to be able to run the engine much then, huh?
No, only when I need to steer. So it's gonna be a real bitch.
Put it in neutral.
Yep.
You just have the key on.
Yep.
I would run it if you had to, just for power steering. If you
Got it.
Need it.
Well, that really sucks. I don't know what's going on. We lost our OBD2, basically communication with whatever the GM computer is. Maybe it's fried, I'm not sure. But we can't really run our engine because our fan's not spinning, and that'll just cause us to overheat. So right now we're hooked up with Randy Byers, man with the V8 that's actually still working, and he's gonna give us a tug out of here. So we're gonna have Mel lead the rest of the way, following the tracks that I have. That should get us all the way back down to pavement. And we're gonna follow from the back and find ourselves a trailer, hopefully back down on 395. Really, really sucks. Let's rock and roll, Randy.
Try to slow it easy, Eddie, just to keep the temperature down.
Most of the times we're the one doing the pulling, so it's kind of embarrassing, but I'm actually super grateful that we have friends like Randy helping us out, Mel helping us out. And you know, it is really part of the JK-Experience to have, you know, anybody can have this problem, and it just happened to be us today. Which is unfortunate because we were kind of leading the group through this particular trail. So I'm disappointed that we can't actually finish it out, so we'll have to figure out what to do from here. Kind of a bummer.
Have to field train this thing with somebody else helping us pull. No, you can just start it up and drive if it's too bad, then you get the thing turned on.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm gonna start up my engine and give you a little hand here. This is nothing short of enjoyable. Holy cow, man. One of those few times when 40-inch tires makes life a little more difficult.
We're still moving.
So we're getting closer to the bottom of the trail. I can almost see the end in sight. I'm literally standing on my brakes with both feet. I hope I can hold out. And there's this beautiful aroma Smoke and brakes coming all around. Hopefully we can make it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Here we go again. It's almost funny. I feel like I should have just disconnected. That way I wouldn't have to be braking on for him as well. Hey Randy, I'm thinking maybe we should just disconnect and then I'll just, because otherwise I'm braking for you as well.
Been braking for me ever since I crashed in the hill.
Yeah, 10-4, my brakes are starting to get, you know, a little soft, so I'm thinking maybe if we disconnect, it's all downhill from here.
Stop us.
Stop it.
I'm trying. Whew. That was hard.
Look at the smoke.
Really smoking.
Oh yeah, we got a screwdriver for that.
No, we can smell it.
You got a screwdriver for that D-ring?
What's that?
Screwdriver for that
Yeah.
D-ring?
Or you might want to just toss it in the back for now. You may
guess,
need
yeah,
to pull me again.
Yeah, just, yeah.
Odds are.
Didn't even think about that. Be calm.
They are smoking. I was starting to get it I was afraid I was going to start rear-ending you. It's my problem.
Well, were you using those brakes without the engine power?
With both my feet.
Both your feet. I thought you was using the emergency brake.
No, that gave out a long time ago.
Okay. That's why I say, man, if your right arm is hurting.
No, my right arm is fine. It was both my feet. And then after that, it was smoking, and I just thought, I'm going to rear end you.
Yeah.
Even coming to a complete stop right here, I almost didn't stop. Because this way, I don't have to brake. I can just like roll.
We'll break a little bit.
Yeah, let it cool off. Because braking for myself is one thing, but braking for the both of us, that's way too much. If you know what I mean. Okay, this is a little bit better. So this is much better now that we've disconnected from Randy. I should have done this from the top of the hill or the last, so now that I knew that we weren't going to be doing any more climbing, braking for him and me, you know, it was just killing our brakes and smoking them. But now that we're disconnected and I'm just rolling on gravity, it's much more manageable. I can actually drive a little bit faster, which makes steering a little bit easier, and I'm letting our brakes cool off a bit, so I think things should be better now. Gravity is an amazing thing. It's like all I can do to keep us from not rolling faster and faster and faster.
Is it straight right now?
It's straight, it's kind of like a graded, almost like an old paved road. I'm doing 50 miles an hour just on gravity alone. Let's see how far this thing can take me. Looks like our gravity has just about run out, so I'm gonna have to hook up to Randy again here.
That took us a long way.
It took us a long way. Maybe a good 5 miles, maybe.
It was. I was coaching the whole time with you.
Amazing what gravity can do.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's amazing.
So Randy, this road should take us all the way into town, and then it sounds like everyone's at the gas station in the town of Independence. 10-4, we're not too far behind you, actually.
Alright, Mel, Eddie, and them are not far behind. They're almost to the gas station, they said. Do we want to make a U-turn, Eddie?
I'm not 100% sure. Mel's right there, so we can pull up to him. Okay, so the plan is we're gonna leave Lewis with Moby. Hope he takes care of it. PSC's gonna bring in a trailer. They're gonna take our Jeep back up to Lone Pine, and we're gonna hook up with Mel and Lisa and everybody else, and we're gonna finish up the trip with them. If we can figure things out before tomorrow, then we'll be good to go again. Otherwise, I don't know, we'll have to play it by ear.
Say we're making a left, making a left.
Actually, it gets kind of cold down there, you can feel it.
So where are we?
We are at the Reward Mine. Once upon a time, it used to be called the Brown Monster Mine and the Eclipse Mine. This thing was founded in 1860, and it was actually operated until 1936. At one point in time, when it was the Eclipse Mine, when the owners, that's what they called it, it was known as the richest mine in the state of California. So fortunately today, you can actually drive your vehicles about maybe 5 or 6 vehicles at most, about a quarter mile back, and have enough room to turn them all around. Should be a lot of fun. So we're only going to go to the point that we know is safe. We've actually gone back a little bit further, but I don't think we have that kind of time.
No, we're not doing it.
Sorry guys.
Fastest one through wins.
So it's really cool. I've never actually been down here at the bottom of the mine when it's silent, and then have vehicles come in the silence, and then slowly have that rumbling sound build and build and build. And then there comes a point when you look down the shaft and you can just make out the faint glow of the headlights, and it gets slightly brighter and warmer, and it merges. It's really amazing. It's such an organic experience. Very difficult to put into words. I'm trying my best, but truly fascinating. That rumbling is so awesome. I see the light. welcome to the reward mine.
This is unbelievable. That drive was amazing.
Pretty awesome, huh?
Pretty amazing.
Now you can officially say you've wheeled underground.
Yes, I love that.
It is a JK-Experience to drive a quarter of a mile into a rock underground. Unbelievable. JK-Xperience. Woohoo!
So we finally made it to our home for the night, and it turns out that it's Cerro Gordo. I was kind of bummed that we might not be able to make it here because of our problems with Moby, but fortunately Mel hooked us up with his trailer and we hitched rides with other people in the group, got to see some really cool stuff today, and now we get to stay in this awesome ghost town. Now we just need to find a place to set up our tents. Can I borrow your help tomorrow morning?
Yeah. You want to do it now?
No, I don't want to do it now. I want to have some food. I want to have a
I'll do it after that.
Maybe.
All right.
Because I've been trying to text Robbie this whole time. He's giving me some ideas what to work on. Because I know you're more familiar with it way more than I am. And he's sending me like, check the pink wire.
Yeah, I know the pink wire.
Okay.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Okay, cool. I said, I'm here with somebody who can help me. I was totally bummed. I thought that my Jeep was still going to be down in Lone Pine. When I saw it up here, I thought, oh, I got to find Bubba.
Yeah.
So thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
So you hear that, guys? Bubba's going to help me out a little bit later. Here, Bubba's going to help me out. Wow, look at this place. Yes. Thank you for having us.
This is an American hotel built by a British guy named John Simpson, officially opened June 15, 1871, but it developed a problem. That stove that's in the kitchen is so big, took an hour and a half to get it to operating temperature. And this was 2 12-hour shifts up here.
Yeah.
$3 a day above ground, $4 a day below ground, 12-hour shift. So they decided, hey, let's make this a 24-hour operation. They were busy. They've worn through the floor in here in several spots. Wow. Yes.
So the primary ore that they were mining here was?
Galena lead sulfide silver.
Okay.
This was a 60% lead and a 1% silver average.
Okay.
But they found some high grade. They found one chunk of ore as big as this hotel. Go on in there.
You got it.
It'd be nice if the ghost came out for somebody. But this was the card room. There's actually a bullet hole that goes through the wall right there with a blood stain right below it. And we believe this was Alphonse Benoit because his apparition used to show up in the kitchen window. I think Alphonse pulled the old, ace out of the sleeve.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, this is really awesome. These are exactly the kind of places I want to be in. So that's with your Mocan, right?
I gotta take mine back out,
Okay,
but
so we need...
I'll test it again.
Okay.
Let me switch it up. But mine has a indicator light on.
Okay. So Bubba just worked some magic for us. Turns out, stupid me, I swear I looked earlier today. The first thing I looked for was a blown fuse. Turns out that's probably what it was. Bubba popped in his own Mocan from his Jeep to see if it'd make a difference. So now we're going to test it out with Moby's. And if it works, we're good to go for the rest of the trip. Oh, sounds like it. Yep.
No forces on, you're good.
Holy shit.
All right, man.
Seriously, once again,
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
That'd be a good ad on the Sweet.
Hey, to 15 amp fuses.
To 15 amp fuses. Woo! And 10 millimeter LED.
First
All right.
initial bullet on the JKX, and I'm about to do it. Licensed cosmetologist.
You want me to sit or you want me to stand?
You can stand up.
All right. Sit.
Ooh.
He's already got one. Yo, it's all long on top though, bro.
Man. No, that's perfect.
Do you even know how to avoid?
Yes, I do.
JKX 2019. Yeah. Mullet, bro.
Bullets. The bullet experience.
Makes it better. The bullet
Oh my god, I can't believe Paris is taking so much time.
in the jail around. I got somebody's glasses right here.
You're dead.
So, it's like the worst. It's like the worst. It's Joe Dierte. It's Dierte. Okay.
He got it.
Come here. Here it is. Especially shit up.
If you didn't have a mullet before, you got one now.
Yeah, no shit, bro. Dude, look at all that hair, dude. Bro. Congratulations. Dude, I actually have a mullet.
Wait, we need a flashlight.
We got a JK. I have a JK-Experience mullet, bro.
First one on the JKX. Who else does that?
It felt like
He was crazy.
I have his hair all over
But I'm
me.
crazy.
I gotta get wiped off, bro.